Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Breath of Fire 1. You may have noticed I'm no longer attempting to fish. That didn't go very well. A little reading online. I have Rod 1. Apparently you need Rod 5 before you can get anything good. Not certain what the purpose of Rod 1 is, but yeah, I found fishing holes that you can fish at, and it always gives me a message saying the fish got away. So, you may be wondering what I'm doing back in Golden Town. The answer is, now I've got Karn, or whatever his name actually is, who's like master lockpick dude. My daughter's locked in the safe, please save her. Okay, buddy. So yeah, we ought to be able to get this girl out of the safe now, right? Hopefully she hasn't suffocated. Do 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 do. You want the light key? Well, bite me for. Oh, sorry. Father wants to give it to the dark dragons. If Mother was alive, she wouldn't let him do the right. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, you're free now. But she's not letting us in. Maybe we need to talk to her pops. The whole purpose of this getting Karn, other than the fact that I wanted a fourth character for my party, was to free that girl. And now she's like, doesn't even care. If I don't give up the key, they will harm our daughter. Oh, okay, well, the king slash just some rich dude has a noble purpose for wanting to help the evil Lord Zog destroy. I wonder what happens if we get arrested with Karn in our party. What's going on? I just arrested you. You won't be able to break it. Oh, guys, I'm going back to sleep. Yeah, he just lets us out. So, really, that was completely stupid. Pointless. Apparently, you can never get in there where those guys are wandering around like idiots. Fine. I don't care. I don't care. And we are now, Oh, you know what? I should tell you what happened off camera. As you can see, everybody's levels are a bit higher. I also went around to all of the locked doors that I was aware of from previous dungeons and used Karn to open them. Got some new treasure, like, you know, he's got like an icy dur, and the avatar is now wearing, or now using a broken sword and life armor, which I think were from, I don't know where the heck I got this. But yeah, basically equipment and levels are a bit better than they were, and turns out at the top of that flying weird place where you have to go to get the key for the robot that destroyed the rock, the blah blah blah, there's like more stuff going on in that place. Like, I think that might be linked to the end of the game. So you'll see it many videos from now. I won't bother to go back there now. But yeah, we're talking like weird stuff that I couldn't do anything with at the top of that tower. And like, I'm thinking it might be the last dungeon of the entire game once you know, unlock other special magical stuff, because it's like totally built up to be this huge thing by the music and all. But I got some cool treasure up there. I hope you can keep her little secret. Yeah, I hope you could bite me. Doo-doo. There is nothing left to teach you. You can take over any time you wish. So apparently Karn is like the mayor of the thief town, basically. Please be nice to Karn. What is that supposed to mean, buddy? You think I'd give it up to just any old thief that I meet? Sorry. Okay. So Nina's now heading the party, but that's not particularly practical, so let's put him back in charge, because I think there's... Well, you know what? I already locked the doors in the next dungeon. Apologies, folks, but I kind of played ahead just a little bit off camera. The next dungeon we have to go to, I've already cleared out all the treasures, but I didn't... I got to the boss room, and it's like, oh, plot's going to continue. I'd better not do any more here till I'm recording again. So we're going to have kind of a quick trip through this dungeon where we don't really do a lot of exploring. We just sort of go straight ahead. And get... why are we coming to this tower? Is it something to do with the light key? I really don't know. But I did unlock the door. You see, treasure already gotten. Do 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 do. And I killed the fungus who was among us. Yeah, this guy was blocking my path, but then he says, "If you're the legendary hero, I'll give you my treasure. Climb the tower to meet the ghost and prove your worth." So there's some kind of awesome treasure there, I guess. I doubt it's like something I really want from a gameplay perspective. It's probably a plot treasure, but you know what you're gonna do. So what else can I tell you as I wander up here? I started watching Shady Knight's Let's Play of Final Fantasy X International. And I've never played the international version. As I understand it, it's exactly the same as Final Fantasy X, but there's optional bosses, like, you know, stuff that, hey, you defeated the game and you're still not done, well, why don't you level up to ludicrous degrees and fight a bunch of bosses that are way tougher than the actual bosses in the plot. Final Fantasy X already had that, but Final Fantasy X International apparently adds a little bit more. I don't know if Shady Knight's actually continuing his Let's Play, because after I'd already watched a couple of videos, I noticed that he's got about 20-something videos up. I'm having massive technical problems watching them, but I think that's on my end, not on Shady Knight's end. But, yeah, it's the earliest videos were posted, like, 8 months ago, apparently, but he's only got about 20 videos up, so I don't know if he's actually going through with it or not, but, it did make me think that one of the games I want to Let's Play eventually, possibly after investing some money in a more, you know, badass computer than the one I have right now, is Final Fantasy X2. Because I have a love-hate relationship with that game that I think might make for an amusing Let's Play. It is, of course, the game, if you're familiar with the Final Fantasy series, where Yuna and her gal pals from Final Fantasy X, well, except that one of them wasn't in that game, they basically, it's like Charlie's Angels as an RPG. It's completely ridiculous, but it's actually really fun from a gameplay perspective. It's just completely ridiculous in other respects. But I'm not meant to be talking about that. I'm meant to be talking about the game I'm playing now, so let's continue. It used to be that only the dragons can enter here, but since the Light Key was stolen, things have changed. Let's fight! Okay, well, he just basically wants to fight, or whatever. Now, Nina's got some new magic, including Fort X, which basically casts the fort spell on everybody. But it's like, you're casting it on 4 characters, and it's only costing as much magic as casting it 2.5 times, so it's a really good deal. And you got Karn, who really just can't do much of anything. So he's gonna stab Cloud. Oh, we're fighting Cloud! Does that make us Sephiroth? I don't know. Let's use Fry like we do in every battle. I'm praying for a healthy battle. I turn into the Thunder Dragon because it's the most expensive, so I kind of assume it's the best, but this boss is probably going to be pretty easy because I think I'm now back to being over-leveled. Did she cast Fort X? I told her to cast Fort X, and I don't really seem to have noticed that happening. I don't even know what shield does. I think that shield increases your magic resistance. Slam! Devastate. Or excuse me, devastat. And continue to chip away at this guy. Fort X may have been a complete waste of a turn, actually, because assuming it was cast. Thus, again, I didn't really notice it being cast, but all he's doing is attacking us with magic, and I think Fort increases your physical defense. But you know, what do I even care? This guy's going down pretty easily. I'm thinking that I'm not even going to need to use healing items with Karn, which is good because those aren't free, and I tend to use them like, you know, water when I'm fighting bosses. Once Nina runs out of magic, it's like 8 herbs a turn. Do 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 do. This is a very now that I think about it, our party's kind of a sausage fest at this point. Nina's like the only girl, and we've got 3 dudes. And I think it pretty much stays that way. There is one other female character you get, but this is a very manly sort of game otherwise. But, you know. I was just talking about Final Fantasy X, which is, I don't know what the opposite of a sausage fest is, just whatever the opposite of a sausage fest is. It's like crude language I wouldn't want to use anyway, but that's a game that could desperately use a male presence just to, you know, fight the impression that it's like light porn watching these girls run around in skimpy outfits. I didn't mean to go off into that tangent. That was awkward. And hopefully this will be one of those bosses who doesn't get up, smirk evilly, start crying, whatever. Yeah, he's defeated. That was easy. Would have taken more than a video in the old 10-minute days, but, you know, just barely. Good work. Please take this key. Well, I'd like you to complete the pair. Oh, so I have the dark key? I have the donkey. I don't even know what I got. It didn't even tell me. But now this place is like looks different, so that's good, I guess. Is it the hold on. I got the king key. With this key, you can operate the stone robot. The king key, folks. And of course, there's oh, and I got a gold bar from someplace. I don't remember exactly where. It was off camera. The dark key. This has a connection to the goddess Tur. Oh, okay, yeah, I do need to find 6 goddess keys to open up the room where the goddess is so I can, like, fight her since she's, like, the final boss, if memory serves. Shouldn't really be spoiling that, but, you know, who the heck was going to be the final boss? Oh, it's also come to my attention, there is an intro thing in this game that plays. I don't know why it didn't come up when I waited around. But there was supposed to be some kind of prologue that we haven't seen, so, you know, maybe in a future video we'll check that out. It'll be kind of awkward to have it come up in the middle of the Let's Play. I don't really feel like going back and renumbering every video, but... well, the sooner I do that, the less painful it's going to be. Excuse me, considering I've only got like 20 some odd videos now. If I wait till I'm finished with the game, it's going to be 70 or 80 videos. Well done, you are a true hero. Heroine, actually. Please take this with my thanks. You take mirror. Now you can check yourself out, you vain whore. Use the mirror when you need help from the netherworld. What? Alright, well, you know what? I feel like we need some help from the netherworld, so let's use the mirror. You'll never be able to use this. Again, this game just loves crushing my hopes and dreams of being able to use items. Down you go, Chopper. It's Chopper and Scooter. Hey, we could come into the party, dude. We figured the party has to be here because we saw Chopper and Scooter's van parked out front, dude. Here, they got some good bud. Sorry. I'm not even referencing an actual reference. That's me referencing Mystery Science Theater, referencing something. At any rate, video's over, so when we come back, we're going to fight these guys. Good stuff.